that Manchester United are targeting Andre Santos, but Chelsea do value him at £50 million. Now, Newcastle are linked with him as well. Chelsea need to sell to help Xabi Alonso rebuild his squad, and Santos would be interested in moving to get more minutes. So essentially, let me know your thoughts. I'll give you mine straight away. I mean, look, this is a player that's going to fit into the budget because he's going to be under £60 million. It's a player that Chelsea want to sell. It's a player that's going to want to come. So, you know, you've got a club wanting to sell, you've got a player that wants to come, and he's cheap. So I think that it certainly makes a lot of sense, and it's not a deal that's out of the blue. We have been linked to him quite regularly over the last, I would say, 9 to 6 months, because Favell really likes him, and Favell took him to Chelsea way back when. Instantly reacting to it, what a load of shit signing this would be. And it's not the player's fault. Hopefully it won't happen, but it's not the player's fault because this is just not good enough. I'm sorry, this is just not good enough. You don't go from Anderson, Tonali, Tchouaméni, Fernandes, Scott to a bench player for Chelsea. You just don't. And also, why do Chelsea want to sell him? I mean, Chelsea, you know, we've lost to Tottenham, who were fourth from bottom in a battle for a midfielder that should be wearing a Man United shirt. We're now going to go to another club that's not even in Europe that we're already ahead of and help them out. And you know, I thought we were competing with Arsenal and Man City and Liverpool. We're losing transfer battles to Spurs, and now we're going to help clubs out like Chelsea, who are behind us as well. I mean, we're looking the wrong way, lads. You're looking out the rear view mirror. We should be looking out in the front. So no, I don't rate this signing at all. Yes, he's a prospect. Yes, Favell, you know, is a good, you know, scourer of talent. But we're talking about Man United's midfield here. We've already bought Ederson. We do not need another, you know, lower level midfielder that might work out. The next two midfielders need to be the creme de la creme. They need to be a Casemiro replacement and somebody else like a Mateus Fernandes that's ready to go. Andre Santos is just another Ederson to me. It's just another punt that may or may not work. And I'm sorry, I can't get excited about it. We've already done this signing. We've already bought the player for 30 to 50 million pounds. I mean, it's an Everton signing again, isn't it? Let's get real. This is the sort of deal that I wouldn't be surprised if Everton went and did it. It's just not, I'm sorry, it's just not good enough. And look, it might not end up being true. It's in The Guardian. But logically, it is a player that we've been linked to in the past. He will be cheap. Chelsea do want to sell. It will be a very easy deal for United to do. But how you package this up as exciting, I do not know. I find it very meh. I do. And I'm not saying the player's not bad, but he ain't good either, is he? You know, he's a prospect. It's let's see how this works. It's let's bring him into the club and see if he can develop. Well, sorry, we don't. That's not what we're meant to be doing. That's not the brief. The brief is not to go for players that need, you know, we don't need a Baleba. We don't need a Santos. We don't need a player that needs a load of development and time. We don't have that club and we don't have that fan base. We have got no patience in this fan base anymore to bring a player in that might or may not be good, but needs time and needs nurturing. We're just not that club. So I think this is desperation. This is exactly what we've been talking about for 48 hours. Where are Man United going to go next? And it's these sort of deals that make you go, yeah, this is what happens when you're in a panic. You start looking through the list of players that you weren't considering buying, but you have looked at in the past, and you start going back to them, which is exactly what we did with Ederson. We chose not to sign Ederson for 4 years, and now suddenly we're signing him. And if we go in for Santos now, it's like, well, we chose not to sign him before, let's go and sign him. So I'm not excited by this at all. I will run a poll, actually. I should have done that at the start. How much would you value him at, Mark? Well, Chelsea are desperate to sell for a start, aren't they? He's not a starter for Chelsea. They're desperate to sell. We're basically going to help Chelsea. And I don't like this either. This is what we did with Mason Mount. I don't want to give Chelsea £50 million for a player they don't want so they can use £50 million to strengthen themselves against us. I'll never stop understanding that. Why would you give money to a rival so that they can give you a player they don't want and strengthen in an area. You know when you think about it, right? If you're Chelsea, I don't want Santos anymore. Give us £50 million so we can get someone better. Why would you as Man United go, let's take the player that Chelsea don't want so they can upgrade and we'll take him as a key signing? I mean, yeah, it doesn't make any sense at all. Price-wise, I mean, you can't give them more than 40 million.